Good morning, good afternoon, good evening for wherever you may be, and welcome back to more action here on the Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Tournament here on Speed Gaming 2. My name is the Crazy Dude, and we're back with even more fun action here in the Swiss rounds. It's a pair of 6 and 2s, looking to really solidify their spot in the hierarchy of the tournament. And joining me for today's action between MarkyMark679 and Antlerz44 is Demon Battler. Hi, Demon.
Hello. Hello, everyone, for watching. Or, hello, everyone watching tonight, is what I meant to say. A little bit of a brain fog here. So both of our runners here are 6 and 2 right now. So
yeah, a sweep by either really solidifies their positioning. A split, more or less, both of our runners are probably on the fringe right now, but would either love a sweep or at the very least a split.
Yeah, and honestly, with them both being 6 and 2, that tells us that this is probably going to be a very good set of races here.
Yep. And pretty soon we'll be turning our runners loose. But first things first, we gotta ask the tough questions. What's our first world gonna be?
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say World 4.
Wow, 4 gang rise up. I love to hear it. Another person saying 4. See some 5s. I see a 1, a 2, 3, 6, another 2, another 6. Chat's real divided today, I can see.
Let's go for chaos. Let's go for chaos.
Chaos does not mean reverse world or vanilla world order. I'm just putting that out there now.
All right, I dropped the flag, so they're getting ready to start.
Yeah, I see the countdown going on right now. So get ready, folks. We're in for a pair of barn burners, I feel. In 3, 2, 1, we're underway. And we start off with Seaside 3. Immediate level play, and it's 2-1. But after that is a pipe check.
Oh,
ooh! Early death by MarkyMark. Ooh, again by Antlerz too. Both of them looking at that and like going, okay, let's try that again.
As soon as I saw the cheap, I figured it was gonna be rough.
Oh yeah, I saw that too, and I'm like, better buckle in. This is gonna be an interesting one. And
ooh, Antler's got a nice little jump there.
And just as I saw a question in chat asking about what's going on with both of our runners, they are both 6 and 2. They are it's pretty clear that they will probably make it into the bracket round. And looking at the placement of the pipes, the answer is over there. Oh, but MarkyMark opting to go onto the boat and to get the item. Interesting there. Yeah, a sweep by either would really solidify their position among the top seeds. But a split might be more desirable for either, because it means that they know they'll have a decent position too. So one of these pipes on the right has to be the answer.
Yeah, yep.
Oh, but it's blocked by a lock, and we have no hammers currently.
I was curious if it was going to be a lock on that one, or if it was going to be on one of the item islands.
It's weird how you could have locks on those islands, but not a fort. Someday. I'm hoping someday.
Alright, and Antlerz is currently about halfway through 7-4.
when does bracket round start? That's actually a good question because we gotta make sure we resolve everything in terms of who's going to which brackets, like either the main bracket or the challenge cup. So I would say join our Discord and be the first to learn. Or at least be among the first to learn. Looking like this is a 1-Fort-3.
Looks like it. Get your salutes out, everyone. We're joining the Air Force today.
Yeah, you were about to say Navy, and I was about to say, get your eyes checked.
I was just sitting upside down, looking at the sea level, so don't mind me.
Fair.
Oh, and only a one-hit boom boom. That's pretty good.
Antlers gets it. Now it's MarkyMark's turn. Oh, now he opts for the Hammer Bro on the island. Nothing too crazy. Anyway, Antlers should be on their way.
Oh, and he actually found the right pipe first try on that one.
I think there were pipe checks earlier, so they knew where to go, I believe, or at least MarkyMark did pipe checks.
Huh? World 4 airship and Iggy.
Is this even randomized?
5 hits though.
Yeah. Good job on us. Okay, what's next? 2.
I think I'm gonna say 4 still.
6.
So
split the difference, for lack of a better term. Anyway, we're on to 4F1. Antler's taking a little bit of damage there. Ooh, no avoiding that one. Let's see if we can see this cool tuck jump. Oh, that's so cool. And I know how easy it's made to look, but it looks so difficult.
It really does. And MarkyMark is opting to go into 7-7, the Muncher run.
Sounds good. See if they get the 1 cycle on it. Skipping that first box is always a clear-cut sign. MarkyMark gets the 1 cycle.
Oh, Antler's almost missed the star.
Might miss out on the 1 cycle because of that. $50-50 on if this goes to the rock. It does not, but there are 2 locks. So we got more forts to play. MarkyMark clearly hoping for a hammer here. Doesn't get it.
Unfortunately, this also means the other pipes aren't going to be useful either.
Yeah, because that bottom pipe there goes to the rock.
Oh! That's gotta hurt.
If this first fort that Antlers played immediately is one of the keys, it probably broke or built something on the far right, because it changed nothing. Oh no, it wasn't. It was one of the answers because one of those locks is not there for Antlers.
That's good to know.
So
the question now is the other fort going to be required, or is that going to be that lock?
I guess we'll see soon enough. As we have 8 fort. somehow still the best fort in the game, according to most Mario 3 players in 2025. One cycle, perhaps? Oh, chance for it. Yep, got it.
Very nicely done.
Yeah, kept fire, too. Interesting that Mark decided to go for a power star there. But misses the one cycle because of it, though. Meanwhile, fake tanks on Antler's side. See what sort of useful item we get here. Ooh, clouds are always nice.
That's definitely worth it.
Okay, and now we have this. I believe this is 2-4?
2-5.
It's one of those two. It's always difficult to discern which one is what when it's a branching path.
So aside from one bite on the ankle at the start, he got through without any issues, so that's good.
And now we have 3-7, I believe. Or no, yeah,
3-6, I think. No, I think this is 3-6 because this is the auto scroller.
Sometimes I like to make sure I know which ones are what, but for as many times as I've been here, on the mic for Mario 3 Rando, some of those ones still confuse me. Still nothing to see yet, so if there's anything, it would be on the far right near the castle. Meanwhile, 1-3.
Well, actually, if there was anything, it's gone now, because when they finished the Gatekeeper fort, it didn't break that second lock, so whatever would be on the far right would have to be, gone now.
Ooh, Antler's going for the extra item in 1-3.
Let's see what that's gonna turn out. And MarkyMark just killed the sun.
Hoping for something special, but it's only a mushroom.
At least it has some utility instead of like a music box, for example.
Or a frog suit. A frog suit on a land stage, just to be clear.
Alright, so Antler's got through the World 2 airship without too much trouble, and it's a one-hit Larry.
Looked like it was going to be a heavy Larry, too. Anyway... Well, You still gonna say 4?
Yeah, I would meme and say 9 since we've seen 3 and 6, but...
Ooh, critical hammer from the letter.
That's gonna be important. And
ooh, wow, that's a heads-up play using the cloud right there.
Yeah, that's a very good move on there. And it looks like you were right, it was a heavy Larry.
Yeah, it just from the short hop I saw there, it had to have been heavy. Sock to the face to Antlers, but I don't think they care. Ooh, another hammer!
Oh my!
So I heard on the race that was on before us had a bit of an issue with the hardware, if you know what I mean. Like they only had one hammer, but oodles of clouds.
And MarkyMark decides to play the level, which is 1-4. So that's a cloud that he gets to keep in his back pocket.
Yeah, we'll have to put a pin in that for later and see if it comes in handy towards the end. For some reason, I can't picture this being the answer. Unless this is the other one for it, of course, but I'm doubting that it is. But Antlerz is 4 hits for that boom boom and is through block frame.
And MarkyMark is in the 1-6 beta.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with that one because it's one of the few stages where the enemies can come in over the top of you, off screen. Oh hey, Antlerz got that cloud back.
They are not going to have too much trouble on this seat, apparently. Oh! And as I say that... Poor Mark.
From all appearances, it looks like if Antlerz is playing 2 fort, that means that block frame was not the answer.
Yeah, it appears so.
Good P-speed strats there by Antlerz. And a 2-hit boom boom in 2 fort. MarkyMark sees the bad news. Now, are they going to play the level, or are they just doing this for the sledge? I assume it's just for the sledge. Yeah, just as I thought. Anyway, we're on to the next one. It looks like 3 airship. Nothing too wild. Let's go down and see who meets us next. High jumper Ludwig, gotta be careful. 1 hit, 2 hits, 3, and that's all.
So we've seen 3, 6, and 4. What do you think the next world's going to be?
7.
I'm going to guess 2.
Music box, but it's 2. And immediately we see 2 forts. Pipe check first to see what's awaiting us on the right side. We have hammers, but Antlerz is gonna try and see if the first fort breaks it. Oh, or at least play one of them and picks correctly. And it's 5F2. Ooh,
And
Antlerz
got the P-wing. Oh no!
Oh, he had no, they didn't have P-wing. They just had tail.
Nah, I was saying that Mark got his P-wing from the Hammer Bro, but
Oh, yeah. Antlerz perhaps forgot they had tail and did not have the speed to go through that portion and fell into the marinara.
I will say I am a tail truther. I always like in Rando. I prefer having a tail over a fire flower in most stages. This is not one of them.
Yeah, because you lose so much speed.
Well, not even that. If you end up jumping, sometimes you could end up accidentally hovering and kind of go over your platform like he did.
Ooh, that did not break the lock on the first screen. We know what that broke now. Yeah, that's our answer there. Antlerz wanting to play the boomerang, bro. Wanted that mushroom, but couldn't get it. Uses the cloud again to get to the castle. and it slaps on a P-Wing for good measure. And this looks like Airship 7. No, Airship 6, excuse me.
And Mark decides to hammer the lock, and is playing through 6-4. So a little bit of time save compared to a fort, but unfortunately that does mean one less hammer.
This Airship 6 and Lemmy was found on it. Are you sure you rolled this correctly?
I thought I did.
We're gonna have a talk during the break.
It's like I've told the runners. If there's any complaints about the seed, direct all of the complaints to 1-800-Moonlit Angel.
What good is that when it's the co-commentator saying it? Left you speechless, didn't I?
Anyway, back on track.
It's the 7.6 beta for Antlers.
So Mark got handled Lemmy without a problem, so only about a stage or so behind.
And now we have Ice Cubes, 6F2. Ooh, underside strats for Antlers. I like the play of just stopping there, because you probably don't have enough. You're not going to have enough time to maintain P speed for that other stretch. Ooh, Antler's a bit premature and loses power there.
So if I'm keeping track correctly, I think that's 2 clouds that Antlers has used that Mark has not. So
and Mark has used a hammer.
And Mark has used 1 hammer.
So by my count, one has 1 edge in the cloud department, while the other has the edge in the hardware department. And if Antlers was playing this one, that means it didn't break the lock where it needed. Yeah. And oh no!
Oh,
Mark.
that was unfortunate.
And we have our first hand of the day. It's hand 2, excuse me. No, nothing too wild and crazy. Let's see what we get. As if we needed more!
I think I built my voodoo doll. I think I built my voodoo doll wrong.
No, I think you built it just right, because short of a hammer suit, I'd say that's the second best.
Oh, poor Mark. Jumped just a little too early for that one.
Ooh. Anyway, Antler's on to the next one. And it's another one of the World 6 auto-scrollers.
I think this one is 6-2.
That sounds right. Because aren't the auto-scrollers in 6.2 and 6.7?
I think so. I don't remember 100% if 6.3 is an auto-scroller too or not, though.
I'm sure chat will get on our case if we're wrong, because they always like to make sure they keep us straight. More sludges to fight for Antlers. Let's see what Antlers gets. The music box. We haven't seen 7, so that's a good thing to see.
Oh, that was cheap. That was such a cheap shot right there.
Hold on a second. Airship 1? I know I've already seen Larry, but still. Here comes Roy. 1 hit, 2 hits is all.
Alright, Mark's about to find the good news that he's going to get another cloud.
Alright, 7. It's gotta be 7. Ooh, MarkyMark clouding! Gonna make up a little bit of time. And there you have it, 7. And immediately, 3-pipe Monty. Okay, where's this go? No, that's not... Well, it's a little helpful.
Not quite.
That, on the other hand, not as much. So, back to the beginning and seeing what that 3rd pipe has.
Alright, so Mark finished up, so...
I bet you it goes to that lower left island there. Yeah, I had to. No way it couldn't. And we found the answer. No bridge to be made, but a lock blocks the way. And I think I see what Antlerz is doing. Hat is going to do it. They're going to use the hammer here.
Definitely a good idea.
But first, the 1-5 beta. And this has been in past randomizers, this was a lot more predictable, but as you can see there, it's been made a little more difficult, but we've thrown our runners a bone to compensate, because normally this level does not have a power-up. It's been given one, and that's a case with all of the beta levels now that don't normally come equipped with at least a power-up. Stealth bomber, if you will. Well played.
Oh, that almost was another hit.
Take it nice and slow, Antlerz.
And MarkyMark got in there as well, so he found the final island, so he's caught up pretty quick.
And they have extra hammers. We know what they're gonna do. And now we have a 5-7, I think. I get those branching ones a bit mixed up. Antlerz tried to go for P-Speed, but I think caught a clip that they didn't mean to. Meanwhile, MarkyMark doing it beautifully.
Yep. Out of all of the stages that don't have their auto-scroller anymore, I feel like this is like one of the worst ones for me. Just because half the time, if I try to jump normally, the beetle doesn't spawn and I end up taking a fall.
Anyway, we're on to Airship 5, the Cannon Gauntlet.
And
that's that.
Just one hit.
We're only left with 5 now. Ooh, fire finish on Wendy. Good job. Way to go, MarkyMark.
I am sure these players would like to buy a hammer suit right about now.
Well, two forts on the ground. Ooh, tower is needed. Antlerz banking on not needing that blue fort, because as you typically see in Rando, that the blue lock typically denotes blue fort.
And Mark taking the same gamble.
Oh man. I'm normally not one to wish bad things upon our runners, but I kind of want to see this. Don't you?
Oh, I do too. But I think they both have a spare hammer to work with. So if they
that is probably the thought as well.
And and one of these forts builds the bridge on the ground level anyway. So unless there's a third fort up here, which I don't think is
about
possible.
To find out right now. Ooh, good play.
That saves 2 levels right there.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure MarkyMark still has the upper hand with extra clouds.
I think so. I think he's got at least 1.
We'll opt to play 4-4, I believe.
That is correct. So, less than a level between these two right now.
Ooh.
Oh, Antlerz has 2 clouds too.
Antlerz was thinking about the double cloud, but who will opt for playing the Great Maze. Oof, that slowdown.
Yeah,
Let's see what
7-9
MarkyMark
can
does
be.
now.
Yeah, 7-9 can be lag central sometimes.
MarkyMark will look at the level and start it.
I imagine both of them are gonna just cloud the last level.
That would make me sad because we'd be missing out on a great level. Like, you know, Atlantis. Or 5-9.
Or Alcatraz.
Or 6-6. Yeah, there goes Antlerz. What if we... Oh yeah, this is Airship 7. It has to be now. There's nothing else left. Pretty sure Iggy is left as well.
Mark taking a few seconds to think about what he wanted to use for his power-up.
Yeah. Takes an early hit and finds is lucky to find a fire flower. Oh, I stand corrected. It's Morton. Heavy too. But no more. We're on to the next one.
That's that high-quality salt right there. Oh, and Mark clipped into the corner right there.
Okay, how many obstacles, folks? I'm gonna say 5.
I think I'm gonna be a little generous and say 2.
Wow, you think this seed hasn't been mean enough? Or rather, you think this seed has been mean enough?
I just said there would be. I just guessed that there would be 2. I didn't say what those 2 would be.
Well, regardless of what ends up being, it might be a case of we won't know until how much pain there would be on that final screen until the end, especially if they're locks. Oh, it's the boat with that's appropriately on the boat icon.
This might explain why the other fort was flooded.
Oh. Well, anyway, it's time for that pipe check. Where are we going? It's the hand bridge. It's the main portion, and there's a bunch of pipes there. And the right goes to the top portion of the hand bridge, which leads to the final path, and the answer is at least 3. 2 stages and a bridge. So, might see Antlerz gamble on the airship icon here. And it's super tanks. Mark sees the answer. What is he gonna do?
Looks like he had the same idea.
Okay. Will they immediately check or let's see. Actually, I think this has to be it because the dark maze is a red herring. Because all four of the things were on the first two screens we saw, and Antlerz kind of figured that out too. And we have 3-1.
Oh right, because they had two tank levels on the first screen, didn't they?
So there were 3 icons.
They only played 2 of them. But
yeah,
the one they didn't.
The fort, the tank, and the boat. And then there was the airship on the hand bridge. So had to have been it. Antlerz clouds the other stage. We'll never know what it is. And it's time to take the fight to Bowser.
Let's see how this goes.
Here we go up the stairs. Looks like a Hotfoot's behaving. Gets the clip, no problem, but that's not the clip everyone's excited about. It's this one over here!
Alright, and Mark's in the castle too.
Antler's gonna get it on the first try. You just watch. These are all practice. You see? Right there. Every time.
Alright, so 35 fireballs, and he will have this game in the bag.
Yeah, but what isn't as in the bag compared to a couple of years ago is, oh no! I just was about to say it right there! Bowser's hitbox has been, Bowser and the other Koopalings' hitboxes have been corrected so that their full body it can hurt you, not just the head. This suddenly swings it back a little open, but MarkyMark is gonna have to hustle. One more round and it's gonna be over. Oh, MarkyMark just made it into Bowser, but Antlerz is done. Get your GGs out.
This is gonna be a very close one in total. So yeah, get your GGs out. With Antlerz finishing with a time of 34:50.
Wow. That's gotta be a little bit of heartbreak if you're Marky.
And get your GGs for Mark as well, finishing with an official time of 35:04.
Wow.
So 14 seconds difference between them.
Oh, man, this was a lot closer than it could have been. I knew we were in for a good one, but I just wasn't sure how good. But you know what? I think I want another. I think these people over here want another. Don't you think so, Demon?
Oh, yeah. Let's see. The crowd is using Encore. They have to go again.
Yep, I'm seeing it in the chat, too. So tell you what we'll do. We're going to go ahead. We're going to take a break. So get up, stretch, do what you got to do. Get ready for the next one. Because when we come back, we'll have race number 2 between these two. Yeah, to wrap up their Swiss matches. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Alright, everybody, welcome back. We are about to get started on Game 2.
Okay. Just as a heads up, if you've liked what you've seen so far, don't be afraid to give our runners a follow. I know they would much appreciate it and are happy to have put on the show that they have so far.
So, what world do you think we're going to start with now?
Or Gang Rise Up.
Alright, I think I'm going to guess World 7. Let's see if we can get this reverse boss order going.
Oh, come on. No, you mean Reverse World Order. Reverse Boss Order with Reverse World Order under the Deluxe Randomizer patch that Mac's been working on. That's asking a lot. I see a 9. How cheeky of you. Some 3s, some 6s, a 4, a 5. It's a 7.
Hey, actually got one!
And an immediate pipe check. We find ourselves top middle. And Mark is gonna opt for the... They're both gonna opt for the Piranha. No problem there. Let's see what we got. Pretty sure P-Wing is in one of the Piranhas. Isn't it like P-Wing and Star?
P-Wing and Mushroom, I think. But yeah, that's one of the items in vanilla, so still a good one though.
Antlerz has found the boat and is playing it. I imagine that was to the left of the Piranha on top middle.
So Antlerz is Team Kick Bob. Rude.
And meanwhile, we have the 3.9 beta for MarkyMark.
This will be interesting. This will be interesting to see if the if there is something on that final island.
All I'm hoping for the final, what we see, is the room with a view. You know, that top rightmost pipe that goes nowhere. Antlerz was hesitating a little. Don't know what was going on there. Seems like the next step is to get to the bottom middle. And it seems like that rightmost pipe on top middle is the answer.
It looks
Or
like
not,
it.
if Mark is that way.
Well, Mark had to backtrack because there was a lock blocking the bottom route. So the question now becomes, is the Navy required for it, or is it going to be the other fort?
Oh, so we've already seen the rightmost portion?
Yeah, Mark just got on there, and they have 2 locks there. So one of them was unlocked by the Navy.
Yeah, we're about to find out if Antlerz has all the pieces to the puzzle for this one. Ooh, good crouch there to avoid getting hit by the blooper.
Okay, so the other fort is going to be the one required.
That's the one on bottom middle, is it not?
Correct.
So we still some pieces of the puzzle to figure out.
And Antlerz finds the path as well.
5-3. Such a fun one.
It's fun until you end up with a boss bass chasing you down.
I meant in vanilla, actually, but yeah, that's true too. Ooh, slow down there on Antlerz' side. One of these two pipes has to be the answer. Nope, that's not it. But we'll play the sledge anyway. Oh, hi, Cloud.
Oh, that's a good reward right there.
Yeah, indeed. So this one to the right should be it.
There we go.
Yep. And it's super tanks.
Interesting that 2 of Bowser's military forts ended up paired up here.
That's the thing with Mario 3 Rando, it seems. Like, you'll almost always see the ones that have 2 forts paired together. Now, by that logic, that means we should be seeing the World 7 forts in 8, right?
Oh, that would be evil. Actually, now that I think about it, we didn't see either of the World 7 forts in the last seed.
Good for our runners, I guess. Anyway, airship. This is airship 5, the cannon gauntlet. We're back to it. Mark handling it, no problem. One hit, Larry. Magnificent PC spreads going on by Antlerz. 4 gang rise up. Come on, let's see it next.
Let's go 6. Let's go 6.
We will see it's 2.
Darn.
I guess in a roundabout way we were right again, because our guess is added up. It ended up being correct, but our guess is now subtracted. It ended up correct. How weird.
Man, 3-6
that
with
was
fire.
That was a risky jump by MarkyMark, because the log was just about to spin, and they would have went flying.
Oh, yeah. The fire enemy set on this stage is rough.
One more stage to play before we figure out what that pipe's doing.
Looks like MarkyMark's going for the door strat.
Can't blame Mark with how bad that set was. Because that's the Fire Nipper set, is it not?
Oh, Antlerz actually... Okay, so Antlerz used his cloud to skip and made it straight through to the pipe.
Oh.
And he's currently in Elevator Fort.
Well, if he's here, there must have been one blocking the way to the next airship. Yep. Let's see what Antlerz just broke. It is the one that they were hoping it would break. So that's a big swing. They're gonna.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna have a little. They're gonna have a bit more of a lead. Yeah, leaving 2 now.
Alright, Mark's gonna seemingly get a fire kill on Boom Boom.
Good elevated orb grab. Going for the bro on the far right.
Oh! Mark actually got a good hit with a good choice on his fort as well.
Yeah, that was the answer. It was the escalator. We saw Antlerz do it.
I did not. For some reason, my brain saw Mark in the second room, and I was thinking that was the carpet fort room.
It's okay. Is this your first time? Okay, too harsh. I'm sorry. One hit on Lemmy is all that it took.
Oh, Mark is in a bad situation now dealing with that water.
Handled it no problem, though.
And gets mushy mush.
Okay, what's next? I guess we won't know quite yet. Hammer! And it looks like it was a mushroom from Bowser's letter. It's back to here.
Back to the Muncher run.
Will we see one cycle here? They had the P-Speed for it. I think they could have done it. They would have had a damage boost, but they could have done it. Hey, SpeedGaming4, how you doing? Thank you for the raid. As you can see, we're in the middle of some Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer action going on here.
Alright, let's see where this pipe is going.
As you can see, we have MarkyMark679 versus Antlerz44. Antlerz took the first game, but we're in the middle of our second race here, and there's still a lot to be decided on what could be shaken out for both of these racers here. That looked like one cycle, or no? That is certainly one cycle for Antlerz, though.
Nicely done.
So this lock has to be what it breaks, I think. Yeah. Otherwise, how are you progressing?
Well, unless one of those two bottom pipes.
More clouds. Pipe checking.
Oh, that is rude.
And it's a recursion pipe. I love it.
That is
the
just
answer's got to be on the right.
Yep.
Here's your carpet sport. You were asking about it earlier, weren't you, Demon?
Yep. I see the checkerboard pattern, so that's what made me think it.
Okay, see what's going on with this elevator. Broke Hotfoot. That might be a problem, but it's keeping to the left side, so Antlerz is through no problem. 3 hits for Boom Boom. And Mark, about to see the bad news that it's a recursion pipe. Well, this appears to be... Oh, wow! What a snipe shot!
And that is why I do not like the water ones for the Hammer Bros.
Ooh, again! But yeah, this looks to be a 2-4 3 as normal, because I can't... So, because I can't think of anything that would be blocking the way on the left side now. Game's got jokes, giving us a music box after we've already done 7. Anyway, it's Airship 7.
Fireflower's a nice little pickup there.
Let's see if the P-Speed strats are at work here. Antlerz has it set up. Yeah, they got it. Go, go, go! Oh, almost had too much speed!
And the commentator's curse kicks in at the best possible time.
They had too much speed. I'm sorry there, Antlerz.
See, for me, the P-Speed strat scares me Because if you're running past, right, like Mark just did, sometimes that Rocky Wrench will pop up just in time and it throws your momentum off completely. And you end up running clear off.
Well, Mark is clean. Heavy Wendy, but it's only 2 hits. All right, Mario, I'm ready for my close-up. Which one's talking? The one on the throne, or the one that that just did the rescuing of the wand?
That is a good question. Also, I love the random eye in the bottom right corner as well.
I didn't even notice that until you brought it up. Anyway, this is a very busy World 1.
Yep, and it starts with 3-3.
And we have to get through all of these because the bridge is out.
Ooh, 7-6.
I bet you Mark gets this on the first try. These are all just warm-ups. You just wait. See?
There we
first
go.
Try. Now it's Antler's turn to get it first try.
Alright, just a little bit more practice needed.
First try every time, though.
Yep.
All I do is guess right.
Hey, remember, practice makes perfect, so...
That's why all these people have done so well in the tournament.
And right now, Mark is getting out of the Troll Fort.
Oh, wow!
And speaking of Troll...
Didn't Antlers go in with a star?
No, I think he started just with the mushroom and took a hit right off the bat. And
oh, not again!
Deja vu. And Mark is currently in, I believe, 6-2?
Yeah, Antler's slowing down there. A little surprised that after those 2 mess-ups, they didn't opt for bottom path. This star will certainly make up for all that pain.
Now, the good thing is, Antlers, even though Antlers is currently on his last life, the flag set does have it to where if he game overs, all of the stages that he's finished will stay finished. So he doesn't have to repeat anything. It's a very nice beginner-friendly change they made for this year.
And yeah, and so despite that, Antlers is still playing on.
Alright, Mark getting through 1-2.
And this looks to be 1-3. Now I'm not even sure if I randomized this correctly.
Ooh, snipe shot on that fire, bro.
Mark opting for the extra item.
Let's see what it gives. Survey says.
Come on, Hammer Suit. Come on, Hammer Suit.
Star.
I mean, that'll help with the bros. Or a really nasty level. Antlers clouding 1-3. So he'll never see that star.
And now they're back to parity here.
Airship 1? Now I'm really confused.
Oh, heavy Morton too.
Looks like 2 hits, 3,
Oh goodness.
4, and 4. Okay.
Wow, only about a 2-second difference between them right now.
That cloud really saved Mark's bacon in a way. Paradox pipe, where's it going? Ooh, the ground is free.
All right, let's see
But
where
how's
this
the cloud's
leads.
looking. Wow. A 3-fort, a 3-fort 5, 2 blue locks. It's a 50-50 on which one that blue fort will break.
Oh, they get a hammer for the coin ship. That's pretty good.
Now it doesn't matter. Now it's 2-2.
And currently 2-2. They're 2-2. They're in the Oasis. And Antler's managed to slip a very slight lead out of this.
It's gonna depend on what happens next. Do they which fort do they play? Oh. I knew I was capable.
They couldn't dodge it forever.
Yeah. The only thing that would make this better is if it breaks the opposite blue lock.
Oh, that would be horrible.
I like it. It would force them to use the hammer. Let's be real. Unless the next fort after this one breaks the lock.
Ooh, good little piece strat for Antlers.
That was a bit dangerous for Antlers there.
And Mark getting the fire kill on Boom Boom. And Piranha Fort did break the lock, so...
Ooh, that's a huge relief for both our runners, I'm willing to bet.
And now we're in the Flooded Fort.
Yep, 3F2. One of my favorites. Because it gives practicality to the frog suit for a hot second. Wow, both those forts in front broke the blue locks. That's kind of wild. Anyway, Airship 2.
Hello, Ludwig.
4. It's a 5-hitter.
The full symphony.
Okay. It's 4 and 6 remaining, is it not?
I believe so.
4.
I'll be contrarian and go 6.
Of course you're going to, because it's not fair to say it's not fair to agree.
Oh, they get another hammer from the letter. Good grief.
And now we have the loop, 6-5. But with an immediate boss pass, they take that exit pipe immediately.
Yeah, unfortunately for us viewers, that means that Boss Pass is now out of the picture.
I don't know. The last seed I was calling took it as a challenge to do it with Boss Pass on screen. Mark, what are you doing? Were you just not able to flick your tail? Ooh, Antlerz was taking the gamble.
Oh. Well, he did take a hit, but he is able to still get through.
I was kind of hoping for the I was kind of hoping from the top rope hit, if you will.
All right, I think this is 6-3. Actually.
Well, regardless, Antlerz is doing it with skipping along the enemies. That's a decent strat there. Little tricky with the fire snake set though. And this is World 1 for it. This is good chance that we don't see Antlerz go for the item.
Well, that happened.
And now with P-Wing, is he gonna go for the item?
Maybe so. And Mark actually used a feather or a leaf. So
I kind of don't agree with this, especially if it does not break the lock in front there.
Well, it can't break that lock.
That's fair, but still, it could break a more critical lock later, though.
True. And the Hammer Bro gives them a star.
Ooh, Antlerz is gambling on the rock.
And Mark is as well.
Where does this drop us off? Not bad, not bad. But I'm more curious about that pipe, that other pipe there, because it's gonna go to the far right.
Another star for the Hammer Bros. Wow.
No harm, no foul.
Oh, goodness.
They both got lucky there. Airship 6 next. Ooh, MarkyMark going first class.
That was a nice little clip.
Antlerz will still be the first out of 6, however.
Ooh, nice fire kill.
Looked like a 3-hit on Roy.
Looks like it.
Alright, it's time for 4.
Welcome to Movie Phone. If you listen real quietly, you'll hear your bones start to crack from that.
What bones?
Oh, Mark skipped 3-9 with his cloud.
Interesting choice. Ooh, good heads-up play on using the music box there.
That was a very good play right there.
And this is a 1-4, it looks like. Antlerz instead opting for the star. So let's see. Only a P-Wing, but it's certainly a P-Wing that MarkyMark will likely not see.
Alright, and let's see what this other item's going to end up being.
I'm guessing Antlerz is playing these before entering the pipe. Ooh, a cloud!
Oh,
I don't know how... That might be helpful depending on how bad 8 gets, but I don't know.
Well, we'll definitely... There's a chance we'll find out, because Mark actually screen scroll skipped the other Hammer Brother, so he does not get any of the Cloud or P-Wing.
So it's going to come down to execution for Mark and luck for Antlerz. you just gotta love races like that when it comes to battle of philosophies.
Yep. All right, so everyone, how many obstacles do you think we're gonna see in the final valley?
This race is too fast. It needs pain. 4.
You know what? I think I agree. Let's go with 4.
All right, at least a level on the starting screen and a pipe, but both tank icons. The first one is ice cubes, 6F2. So we know we don't have to play any other tiles on the starting screen.
Correct.
It's just a matter of where the next pipe goes. Is it going to go to Dark Maze or Hand Bridge? Into the pipe we go, and MarkyMark comes out at the Dark Maze, middle. There's one lock, there's locks. Another. Breaks the lock in the bottom middle and immediately checks a pipe. Top portion of Hand Bridge. This should take us out to the main portion of Hand Bridge, as I thought. If it isn't this one, it's got to be in the Dark Maze. Yeah, that's what. This might be our answer here.
And that was a third lock right there too.
Wow. And then one level behind the pipe, and MarkyMark is ready to go. This was a really free 8.
Yes, it was.
Ooh. Swag clip going through Bowser's Castle!
And the everybody clip has been accomplished.
Can we get some mac and cheese? MarkyMark says no. Ooh, here comes the fireballs. That one looks nasty. This one seems pretty devious too. Wow!
What?
That's
what
evil!
What is that?
Go home, you're drunk! MarkyMark is in the chamber with Bowser. 35 fireballs later, it should be over. Ooh, that was close. Mark was about to get toasted.
Oh yeah. Like 1 or 2 more fireballs and he would have been hit.
But that is going to do it. Ladies, gentlemen, others, get your GGs out for MarkyMark679. For they win race number 2 and split this 2-game set. That official time is 31:58. Antler's obliging us some mac and cheese, I see. These were some very close races, I gotta say. This was great. We're gonna do our best due diligence to get both of the runners here at the table very shortly. But give it up for Antlerz as well. They put on a decent show too.
Yep, so get your GGs, because they finished with an official race time of 32:50.
Very close.
So yeah, just give us 1 second, and we should be able to get these two in the chat with us now.
But while we're in the process of that, maybe we should also remind you about what's coming up in the next couple of days, or at least tomorrow, because from what I hear, we have a very stacked slate of races coming up for Thursday. Because
indeed we do.
Because we got like 8 races on the slate just for Thursday. A lot of this stuff is yet to be determined, but all our action starts at 1. Between Japezu and Torstol, and then and then later on you have High Flyer versus Proa. Proa. Yeah, more on that later. And now we are joined by MarkyMark679. Wow, that was wild.
GG.
Yeah. Thankfully, GG's. I was hoping I'd get at least one of those races. But
Well,
those were both really close races.
and now we're joined by Antlerz as well. You two put it on an amazing show. These were both great races.
GG's, Antlerz.
Yo, thank you. GG's as well.
Way to go. So, with you splitting this, I believe that puts you at both at 7 and 3.
Correct.
Yep.
So it sounds like it's gonna shake out to average time for where it shakes out for you in the bracket round.
Which I assume that Marky Mark's got me pretty handily on.
I'm gonna believe that you're no slouch either, though, Antlerz.
I've had some pretty high times in this tournament. We'll see, but I think average time he's probably got it.
I mean,
Yeah,
to eke out a sub 33 for a losing time, that ain't bad either.
That's not.
I'm not.
Sorry.
I'm not exactly sure how they are planning on deciding the seeding, but we should both have decent seeds going into brackets now.
Yeah. Should be. I mean, this is way better than I expected to do in Swiss. I was going to be happy if I just made the bracket. So I'm pretty.
I think that's a mere formality. Like we're still gonna have to wait and see what shakes out after Sunday.
Yeah, I think 7 wins is essentially guaranteed. But
If I remember correctly, I think like 5 wins more or less guarantees, and then past that is if they have extra spaces, it'll come down to like the tiebreakers.
Yeah, I imagine there are going to be a lot of 5 and 5s, maybe 6 and 4s, and a few 4 and 6s that are going to be fighting for their lives to make it into bracket.
yeah,
most likely.
I will say I knew I had to be behind that second seed. Like I was taking some really bad deaths, but I thought maybe my blind hammer might have gotten me back in it, but not so much. I assume you probably did the same thing.
Yeah, I hammered in the dark and
Yeah.
found a pipe, took me to another pipe, and that pipe took me to the valley.
Yeah, so I think we probably did the same exact thing then, because I had 2 hammers. I was always gonna hammer the first lock I saw that could get me somewhere, and it ended up.
Both of these
sorry?
World 8 for both of these races ended up being rather free, all things considered.
Oh yeah, 100%. Both of them were really fast. Yeah, it definitely came down to the bad deaths in the second seed. I wasn't sure about the first seed. I thought I might have blown it when I jumped too early on Bowser with the fire kill.
Well,
We were worried about that too.
For me, I had a lot of bad deaths in seed 1. I don't think I had any unintentional deaths the second seed.
Oh yeah, then no wonder.
Yeah,
I should have hammered in 1, and instead I went for the 4th, ended up having to play both, and then I had trouble in 6F2. I took a couple of deaths. One of them was on an eaten input.
Oh yeah, See, I don't think I saw 6F2 in the first seed. Oh, maybe I did. Maybe I did actually.
But even routing that way, if I don't take those deaths in 6F2, I would have still barely won race 1.
Yeah.
Had bad deaths that seed, but not the second one.
I mean, really, any death, you take away any death, and you probably beat me in seed 1. I only won by 14 seconds.
I will say, definitely go back and watch both of these races because it was a good back and forth throughout both of them, honestly.
Yeah. I assume I was probably in the lead in the second race until World 3. and that it all fell apart in World 3. It was really bad.
I gotta go back to the World 5 of the second race. When you both made it to the sky screen, how nervous were you that you were afraid that you were going to be needing to use that hammer when you saw that there were two blue forts and you weren't sure which one was going to break the lock in front of the castle?
I was just hoping one of those two in front of the castle would break it. And I mean, if it hadn't been one of those two, we would have had to go do the other one, or use a hammer.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we had. I'm pretty sure at least I had two hammers at that point, which I assume would mean that you would have two hammers as well.
I did too.
Yeah,
I don't know really what was at, so I don't know how far out of the way it would have been to get to it.
Yeah, when I saw that we had to, that there was a lock in front of the fort, I was like, well, we're playing these two forts, and if it doesn't break, I'm just breaking the lock with a hammer.
Yeah. Again, these were very great races by both of you.
I knew they were both going to be really close, and I'd have to be on top of my game to win either one, and I was on the second race. I wasn't so much on the first.
Yeah, kind of opposite for me. So,
for the second race, it seemed like it was it was more or less a battle of philosophies, like execution versus luck.
Yeah. I mean, I'm guessing I probably was on the luck side of that one because I was not executing very well in that second seed. Outside of like a few things, I mean, I got the one cycle in 8F, and then I got I think I got like a 283 on Air Force, but those are small saves compared to taking a bunch of deaths like I did.
Yeah, I got the one cycle in 8F on the second seed. I barely missed it on the first one, and then the second one, a 282 Air Force.
Nice. Yeah, the first one I think I got a 281 because I had a tail.
So I guess in general you liked both of these seeds. Needless to say.
Yeah, they were fun seeds. Neither one of them or forced us to play Atlantis, so that was cool.
Yeah, I think I'm still getting angry DMs from the last seed I rolled because I had a very, very volatile World 1 that had like 5-9 and Atlantis.
Oh man,
we really didn't see many of the bad states as either seed.
Yeah, true. I mean, I got a few water levels. I got I think the world, is it World 4? The second water, or it's World 3 or World 4 water level where you gotta jump off the Lakitu onto the blocks. I got that for the first time ever.
That was E44, I believe.
Okay.
I tried to go for it, and my jump just didn't take me out of the water, so I had to go under. I was small, too, and managed to avoid the spinies somehow.
Yeah, that's literally the first time. Like, I haven't practiced it much, but that's literally the first time I've ever gotten it, so I was, like, shocked.
I got one more question for both of you. We know that you're both likely going to make it into the bracket round. Is there anyone that makes you nervous to face if you're lined up against them?
There's probably quite a few names. I'll just have to wait and see who I end up facing.
I mean, literally everybody.
So it doesn't matter who it is. It could be Pro A, it could be Danny. It could be someone who's like on the fringes of like 5-5 or 6-4.
Yeah, I mean, like, I wouldn't really be nervous against like Teeks, Danny, Pro A, like, I mean, Higher Flyer, Human Mustard, any of those, dude. Like, there's obviously a lot more in that echelon, like, because I know I'm just gonna lose.
Well, and our seeding for the first round didn't put us up against one of those guys. No Danny or Teeks or Pro A yet. Second round, maybe, but the first round we should have a hopefully a little bit easier opponent, easier in quotes.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see how it shakes out. First round will be fun. Second round, I think I'm probably gone, but it'll be fun to see what happens.
Well,
Honestly, probably the same for me too. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
well, rest well knowing that you've made it this far. Congratulations to both of you, and we look forward to what you put on for us next in the bracket rounds.
Yep. Thank you very much, and GG's again to Marky Mark. Good couple races, and thanks for everyone for putting on the restream. It's much appreciated.
Thank you as well.
No problem.
One
Mark
thing-
6. Oh, go ahead.
One thing though, at the very end of race 1, what was up with that Bowser? So of course I know you haven't seen it yet, Antlerz. I take Bowser down, and he shoots a last shot fireball right at me when I'm standing in the doorway. Luckily, I wasn't small. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before.
Really? I
Oh,
thought that
wow.
was just for. I just thought that was for swag damage.
Yeah, I don't need swag damage like that.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Anyway, MarkyMark679, Antlerz44. Give both of them a follow if you haven't already. They put on a great display of action. Speaking of action, that's all of the Mario. That's all the action we have for Mario Brothers 3 Rando today in terms of the tournament. But there is a full slate, like I said, tomorrow, and it all begins at 1 with Chapezu and Dr. Torstol. Other matchups include High Flyer 28 versus Pro A07, Tannhaus versus the Malaki, Demon Battler versus Leslie Pro, Mrs. Malchior versus Jess Andy 8, Special K versus Diane, Angelic Jade versus Mr. E Gaming, and William in Texas versus Neon No Name. If for more information about those, it'll be available once we nail it all down. But I would invite you to join the Mario 3 Discord, because we'll easily have info on when those are happening, and also be sure to check out SpeedGaming.org for the schedule and all sorts of other fun stuff that isn't just Mario 3 Rando. There are other fun things going on. Lots of races, lots of fun things going on. Go check them out. Go follow the other Speed Gaming channels. We have a bunch of them too. And if for some reason you like the sounds of our voice and the show we put on, feel free to follow me and Demon Battler as well. We like having a good time, ain't that right, Demon?
Oh, absolutely.
But that is going to do it for us. So on behalf of Antlerz44, MarkyMark679, and Demon Battler, my name is the Crazy Dude, and we'll see you next time for more Super Mario Brothers 3 Randomizer Tournament action. Take us out, Demon.
All right. Have a good one, everybody.